Alright guys, you're gonna see a lot of me talking like this because a lot of the stuff I recorded, there's like backstory to it that I wasn't saying when I was recording it, so you're gonna see a lot of this. But I gotta start this video out by saying it's not going good. So I fire up the computer and I go to grab the mouse, you know, and I'm trying to scroll over the stuff. And the mouse is going like completely berserk on the screen. Like I move it this way, but it's going the other way. I move it, you know, this way, it's going that way. For like 30 seconds, I had the mouse upside down.
Now?
Yeah.
You don't just say, okay, I'm starting.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta say
3.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're going to Florida. We're at the airport. What's up with the 3? I can't. Which one is it recording on?
This one right here.
Okay. So, hey, what's up, you guys? So we're currently waiting for the designated bus to take us to the airport. Yeah, we're really excited for Florida tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow we are going to Universal. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for a badass trip. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna be dope, and you know.
And also, Jacob is becoming a rapper.
I already have.
Cut. So this time, instead of getting dropped off at the airport, we actually just drove Jake's truck, or SUV, whatever you want to call it. And we just parked it at one of the lots that shuttles you to the airport. Parking was like, I don't know, it was like $11 per day. And the shuttle was free to and from, so really convenient. And we were only going for a couple days, so it was like $40 total. Not bad at all. The lady driving the shuttle was a little rough behind the wheel though, man. She was cruising. So, unfortunately, there was only 4 of us flying this time, and each row of seats has 3. So, me, Shelby, and Caroline got 1 row, and then Jake, his ticket was separated, and he was in the middle on the row that was luckily right next to us, but he wasn't in the aisle seat. We kind of hoped that maybe the person would switch him, but the guy that was sitting next to him, he said, was not friendly at all. He said the guy was sitting there like very broadly, like, you know, taking up the whole armrest and stuff like that.
Now, as we get ready
So,
to take off,
yeah,
please
poor
celebrate
Jake on the
and
way
have a
there.
Wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
Okay, initial impressions of the room, pretty nice. Basic, but nice. Budget friendly. You get a full kitchen, which is really cool. You know, if you want, you can go buy food and cook it in there. You don't have to go out to eat every night. But the more we looked around, kind of the worse it got. It's the next morning. It was a rough one. This hotel, I give it like a 2 out of 5. I got off on the wrong floor. I'm supposed to be on 1, I got off on 3. Oops. This is the world's brightest elevator. Going downstairs to see what kind of breakfast they got. All of my hopes. Update. No breakfast. Yeah, this hotel is glad we're only here for a couple days, let's put it like that. It's a little rough. It's not terrible, but it's vastly over-exaggerated on the website, let's put it like that. It looks very nice on the website. Alright guys, we had to stop at Walgreens. So we came here last night to get some essentials. We brought shampoo and all that, but ended up forgetting, a few odds and ends. And obviously, get some snacks to have in the hotel room. So we come in here and it's nice. It's the biggest, nicest Walgreens I've ever seen. But this dude, we're basically about to be checking out, and this dude comes walking in. And he don't have a shirt on, and he's got his pants. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's probably our age. His pants are hanging down. I cut my arm up at work. His pants are hanging down. He's got no shirt on, and he looks like he just got into a fight. And he just comes storming through the door, no shirt on. So everybody's just staring what the heck. And then you hear some rustling around because the store's fairly quiet. And then 2 minutes later, he comes up, walks right past, he's wearing a shirt. And he walks right past everybody, in the checkout line, and just goes up and starts saying stuff to the cashier, talking about, bad vibes and good energy and stuff like this. And everybody's just okay, can we just finish checking out now? And then he takes off again, and I'm okay, we need to hurry up and get out of here. But aside from that, it's been pretty nice. So we went to this McDonald's last night. I don't know, it's huge. So they have you order at the kiosks, the big touchscreens. They've got pasta and pizza. You order it on the screen, and they make it right in front of you. There's a little grill area, and you just sit there and watch. I'm that is cool. I didn't even want that, but I kind of wanted to try it just to see what it was like. But they've got a play place on the second level, and supposedly over 100 arcade games. And we didn't know that till after we left and saw the sign. I was damn, we missed all that. But the place is gigantic. But we go in there, and there's different clusters of tables. There's some right by the door, and then there's a bunch of stuff going on, and then there's some over towards the back, on the first floor. And there's this group of probably 7 or 8, I'm gonna say teenagers, late teenagers. And I didn't notice it when we had walked in, but they had a big Bluetooth speaker, one of the ones that's on wheels. It looks like a giant thing of luggage. And we're sitting there we all ordered, and you just kind of stand around and wait for your food. And then every 20 seconds or so, they would just start blasting some music, like random anything. And it would only be like 10 seconds worth of a song. And I'm like, okay, like that's annoying. You know, I don't know. Me just being me, and like, that's super inconsiderate, but okay. And then it'd get quiet, and then they'd blast something else. And then eventually it got to a point where they were sitting there doing like, they had to be making TikTok videos. Like they were jumping all through this restaurant, like dancing around with music playing and stuff. I'm like, all right. But yeah, so that was interesting. It's massive. But man, people drive crazy around here, like just flooring it and stuff.
Wanted to be Gryffindor, but no, you got to be brave, and as you can see, I have no guts. Classic from today.
Take it out to you. I will never ever. Oh, look at that.
This is how long the line was. We were back here, remember? Remember we had to come way back here? No, you're with us. So the ride you see us getting on right, well, you don't really see it, but the area thing we're at right now is the Simpsons ride. And you might wonder, why isn't there a video of it? Well, in this little pre-screening room thing that we were in, it basically plays this like 2-minute long video, tells you about the ride, and it's actually kind of weird. But then eventually they get on to say no phones, you know, no pictures, no videos, no nothing like that. So obviously I didn't want to risk it. So I wanted to kind of get into the rides at Universal though. Me, I love roller coasters. I will ride roller coasters all day long, not get sick, not get a headache, not get motion sickness, nothing. Like craziest, coolest roller coasters. I love them. Fast, slow, upside down, spinny, you know, beat your head against the bar, no issues. fair rides that are like spinny and just, you know, go back and forth, can't do them. I get motion sickness like crazy. Like I'll start getting like super hot and sweaty, and then like I keep swallowing, like, you know, I'm about to throw up, and then I just feel super nauseous, and like I literally gotta close my eyes and just like count until it's done. It's horrible. And then I stay like with that nasty feeling for probably like a good couple hours, I'd say maybe an hour or two, you know, so that kind of like ruins the experience. So I was like, you know what? So last time we went in June, we rode that Transformers ride that you saw us walking past, and I had pointed out, I was like, wow, when we were here in June, there were people all in that like waiting area and all lined up around it just to get in on the ride. And then there's like 3 times the line inside that actual building. So it was crazy. But in June, we rode that ride, and I thought they were rides, you know, because last time I had been to something, I think I went to Disney World or whatever in Florida when I was like a little kid, and I don't remember it, but I do remember like some sort of ride that we rode, and it was like an indoor roller coaster, but it was like a roller coaster, you know, what I expected these were. I thought they were like some roller coasters. I don't know why, that's just what I assumed. And no, they're like all 4D, like the Transformers ones, you got to put on 3D glasses. So I had to take my glasses off, which already like it's super blurry, and then put 3D glasses on, so it's blurry, and the 3D glasses make everything kind of blurry themselves. And then you get on this ride, and that kind of like straps you in, so I'm like, oh cool, this is like a roller coaster. No man, we take off, and it's just like, it puts you in front of a screen, and then like, you know, the thing like tilts and moves, and it blows like hot air at you. Keyword there, hot air. This was in June, so it was like 100 degrees outside and sunny. Like we're already sweating our butts off. And this ride, like, you know, in the video they're showing, the hot air goes with it, but it's like I'm getting nauseous. I can't handle these things because I didn't know what it was when I got on it. I'm like, I'm getting nauseous. I'm super hot. Like I say, I get hot and sweaty when I get like that. And then this thing's blowing hot air. Oh, excuse me. It was terrible. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take, actually I got one right here because it broke out of the pack. I'm going to take one of these. These are Dramamine for like seasickness. You take them like if you're going on like a boat or something like that and you get seasick. It's essentially just motion sickness. It's all pretty much the same thing. And everyone's like, take those, you'll be able to ride the stuff. And I was like, sweet, that would be awesome because I would love to ride the stuff. It's probably pretty cool. Took one of those. And then we got on this ride that you're seeing right here, the Simpsons ride. And so this one, you get in this like cart thing. It's got a lap bar, and then like the sides kind of close, but like the whole top is open. And it looks like it's almost like a giant sleigh or something. It looks like it's gonna crash through these doors and like take off and do something, but it doesn't. It just goes up. So you're in front of this kind of like, just, you're in a room, and then it gets dark and, you know, makes noises and stuff, and then it goes up about probably 10 or 15 feet, and then you're in front of this, basically it's a screen dome almost. Like you look around and all you see is, you know, the video that they're playing essentially, which you go from being on like a roller coaster to like all these crazy Simpsons characters like trying to attack you and stuff like that. So you're sitting there going back and forth and side to side, and at first I was alright. For about 20 seconds I was good. And then what threw me off is the fact that this one looked like a roller coaster. So you're on like this digital roller coaster, and it's, you know, tilting down. So it messes with your head because it tilts, and all you see around you is stuff going down, but there's no airflow whatsoever. So you feel it, you hold on, your thing moves, you see it, but you don't feel the air. So I was like, oh God. I had to close my eyes for the rest of it, and I peeked a couple times, and it was pretty cool, but like it was just like another thing. Like you're just sitting there in this machine sitting still, but like, you know, it's just shaking you around. And I'm like, I want a roller coaster, man. I don't really like those 4D rides. So this clip was super long, but I wanted to share that if anybody was like me. Well, actually most of us didn't know that these things were all the 4D rides. So thumbs down for me, but that's only because I get super motion sickness. So now I got to tell you guys about the Clogger burger. Oh my god. So we went to this place right here to eat in the Simpsons area, and they had burgers, pizza, or chicken, like 3 separate places, like, but you wait in one line, and then a spot where you pick up your drink, and then like almost like a cafeteria, like a school cafeteria where you like check out after you got everything. I was like, ooh, they got burgers, and I seen people getting these. They were huge, like a double cheeseburger with bacon and lettuce and pickles and like nacho cheese on it and some kind of like secret sauce. And of course, had to get that. Me and Jake got one. It was big. They come with like curly fries, which are like really similar to like Arby's. And then I got this drink called a Moe's Flamin' something or other. And all it was orange pop with like dry ice at the bottom. So it kind of just bubbled. Looked really cool. But the dry ice bubbling that much just made the pop flat. And then the lady tried to accuse me of stealing. So we didn't know how the drink thing worked because all the menus where you order say that it comes with a drink. So we're sitting there like, well, you know, where's our drink? They're like, oh, you get it down there. So Shelby went to go check out, and I was like, okay, I'll grab the drinks. Well, she ended up checking out really quick because the line cleared out super fast. It was like one big family. And then I grabbed our drinks. We get 2, like, it's like a cherry cola type deal with, you know, 1 with each burger, and then I wanted that, you know, flaming drink that I saw. So all I had to do was pay for the flaming one because the 2 came with our meal. So I got up there, like, Shelby had just walked around the corner. She was like, yeah, I paid, we're good. And I'm like, okay. So I get up to the lady, and she's like, I was like, my fiance just walked around the corner. She just paid for these. I'm paying for this one. She's like, well, no, I got to charge you for that. And like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I randomly walk up there like, oh, hey, these are paid for. I understand that. But I was like, it was the woman that you just cashed out. You charged her for drinks, but she didn't have drinks on her tray. It was her. And she's like, well, I need the receipt. And I was like, you didn't give her one. I just watched her walk away without one. And she's like, well, I got to charge you. And like, she was being super rude about it. I was trying to be like super explanatory, I think would be the word, like of what happened. I was like, we had no idea how this works. She went to check out. I then realized that we have to get our drinks too. But she paid for meals. We got combos. And they ended up bringing like a kind of short manager guy over there. And he was like, oh, hey man, you're good. I believe you. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to rip you off here. Like, look at the cameras. You know, you can see the lady right in front of me checked out with a combo meal, 2 combo meals with no drinks. So these are the drinks. So I'm paying for the 1 drink. $9 for that little, it was a cup this big. And it just had a chunk of dry ice at the bottom. And it was orange pop. And like I said, the orange pop was flat from the bubbles. So this burger, I go sit down, and I'm heated, like I'm mad because of what just happened. I sit down, and I'm like, okay, let's enjoy this burger. It was the worst burger I've ever had in my life. Me and Jake hated it. Shelby just got a regular cheeseburger. Hers was terrible. They were super dry. There was no flavor whatsoever. Even with all that stuff slathered on it, there was no flavor. Just mine and Shelby's alone, just my Clogger burger, which is the nastiest name ever. My burger, her regular cheeseburger, and our 2 drinks, and then my one was like $40-something, like $46 total for all that stuff, and it was terrible. So if you ever go to the Simpsons area, don't go in the place that's got burgers, because they're awful. It was rough today. It was like freaking Michigan weather outside. So we're on this big like strip and there's all kinds of stuff to do. Really cool stuff. Me and Shelby saw a ton of it earlier when we went out to breakfast. We went back to the room, got all ready. After a couple hours, did some shopping. And the traffic, you can't do anything. Nothing. Can't even go to a store. Out of my way. This place is massive. $71.
Today, please remember to take a look around your seat area. Take a look in your seat back pockets and make sure you take everything with you that you brought aboard today. We have your entire crew, Delta Airlines, and our SkyTeam partners worldwide. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.